Hey everybody, how we doing today? Hope everybody's having a good week so far. I just wanted to get on here and talk about power of your testimony. Over the last several months, I've been sharing my testimony about sobriety and just all the drugs and alcohol and stuff that I've been through. But I recently had a chance at our church to share part of my testimony, and it was kind of more focused on my struggles with pornography. And I had a lot of people coming up to me over the last 2 weeks, just thanking me for being so vulnerable and being so open. And it's just been amazing to see the response from everybody. And like even the other day I had a guy come up to me and just say, hey, didn't even know the guy. He just said, hey, I saw your testimony and I struggle with the same issues. And I asked him, I go, was this, the first time you've ever admitted? He goes, yeah, you're the first person I ever told. And I remember just giving the guy a hug and just cheering him on, and I got to pray for him, just like the guy prayed for me. And when I first admitted it, and I want to encourage you, sharing your testimony is so important. Those things that we've gone through can be so tough. I don't, and it doesn't have to be just about addiction. It can be, being raised as with a single parent. It could be depression or bullying or whatever the situation is. It's like if you fought that battle, I encourage you to share your story. That's what we need to do. We need to, as fellow humans and Christians, we need to go and support others and get everybody through these things, and let them know that there is a way, there is a path that they can get through this. And so, and I've had people come up to me and say, hey, I've been sober for 6 months and 6 years or whatever, the timeline is. And I've asked, have you shared, and you don't need to go on social media like I do and share, but I encourage you to share, that's such an amazing thing that you've accomplished. And I wanted to say, to all the guys, and I've had a couple girls, come up to me, and if you're watching this, I'm so proud of you. I am absolutely proud of you. I know it's very, very hard, especially when it deals with pornography. I know it's very hard to feel that, because it's crazy that it's easier to say that I'm addicted to alcohol, I'm addicted to drugs, I'm addicted to cigarettes, but when it comes to pornography, there's so much shame that's attached to it that it's really hard, to admit it. And so for the people that have come up to me or to anybody else and they have admitted it, I'm proud of you. It's hard, but once, and somebody asked me the other day, it's like, when was that time that you actually didn't feel that shame anymore? And I really can't pinpoint the time that happened, but I believe is when, I finally admitted it to somebody, that wasn't, to my spouse um, or to God, but to actually go up to somebody and share it, it just, that was the start of the shame being released. And now it's gotten just so much easier to admit, and so, I'll share sometimes with some people, and a guy made a comment, says, man, that word, just it comes out of your mouth like the word the, and it's that, and that's how much freedom that I have, and I, whatever the situation is, if it's drugs, if it's alcohol, if it's, medication, Xanax, I was addicted to Xanax for 20 years as well. And, and I had a lady come up to me crying, saying, hey, I saw your testimony and you mentioned something about Xanax, and I've been on Xanax for 20 years as well. And I can't get off of it. And, and I was like sharing, I bet you went through this. I bet you were fearful that you're not going to have the same doctor because they won't prescribe you the Xanax. And she's like, yes, yes, and yes, and all these things, And so I don't know, this kind of what the topic was going to be, but the Holy Spirit just kind of just led me to this. Well, if you're on that too, if you're on Xanax, you just got to ride it through. Like, listen to your doctor, but also like I've had doctors tell me that to stack antidepressants and to stack Xanax and all that stuff. So sit through it, sit through the feelings, sit through the panic, and positive talk. Tell yourself you're not gonna die, and all that. So, anyways, I'm sorry to sidetrack. I went to kind of down the wrong path, and I would love to talk about that. If you go back in my other videos, I do talk about the Xanax stuff. So just going back to pulling it back to the testimony, I encourage you to just share your testimony. Just talk to people, encourage people, let them know that there's a way out of the situation. So, anyways, I'm proud. I'm so proud of the people that have come up to me, have acknowledged the fact that there is a problem with it and that they're struggling. This is the first step. This is the first step, and it's going to be amazing. Just watch a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now. For me, it's been 2.5 years since I've looked at pornography, and it's just so freeing, And I know it's hard. There's some situations too where your spouse doesn't know about it. And it's hard. I remember the first time I had to have that conversation, with Karen, my wife, and there's a lot of stuff that comes with that as well. They're gonna feel like they're not pretty enough, whatever. But I just, I encourage you to pray about it, talk about it, and have a conversation with your spouse about it, and just, I just think that's what you need to do. So, but anyways, get through it. You're gonna do great. I'll help any way I can, get you through this, and that's it. You guys have a great day, and go share your testimony. Okay, take care.